Well, yeah, we got another tough week. Auburn coming in on Thursday. They had a heck of a game last night with Kentucky on the road, and was really impressed with how they played. You're going to have to deal with one of the premier players in our league, and Unique Thompson, and they do a tremendous job with their style of play, pressing you the whole game, zone press, and their zone defense. So we're gonna have to really do a great job with preparation in our 2 quick days that we have. Last year we had an extra day because we played them on a Monday night down there. But we'll have to do a great job today with preparation. I'm anxious to see our kids after our game on Sunday and see how we come out ready to go today and practice and getting better. Proud of Aaliyah for being the SEC Freshman of the Week. That's a tremendous honor and one that's well deserved, and at the same time won't allow her to be satisfied. We'll keep working and try to get better, especially defensively. And again, we've got a lot to see off the film from the game Sunday to work on. So great crowd Sunday, tremendous atmosphere. So proud of our fan base, over 9,500 on a Sunday afternoon at 4, and just really makes it special for our kids and for my staff to be able to play in that environment. So that being said, we'll take questions.
We'll start with Ben.
JaMya, obviously you and Aaliyah both made a big impact the last kind of 2 weeks, week and a half. What's that been like for y'all, kind of stepping into a role, a bigger role, at least kind of down the stretch, and how do you feel like you've kind of embraced it?
I just think like us coming off the bench, we need to bring a lot of energy coming off the bench. That's our job. You know, don't have a downfall when you come off the bench. You know, so I'm happy for Aaliyah. You know, that kid, she's so tough. But, you know, we just got to embrace the role, and whatever coach needs us to do, we got to go out there and do it.
We'll go to Robbie and then Logan.
Jordan, you played against Auburn several times throughout your career. Just how difficult is that press to try to break?
That press is very difficult. They're known for, being real aggressive in that full court press and just getting out and trapping and, quick guard. So it is tough playing against them, but I'm sure Coach will have a good game plan against that press.
Jordan, Coach talked about, the fourth quarter, and really his lineups in general is all about matchups. And the other night you were in a different spot at Vanderbilt. You got to watch Aaliyah, and she kind of went on that run in the fourth quarter. What were you seeing from her that you thought was really effective, especially whenever they got in that zone and she and Maya really started to kind of mess things up for Vandy?
I think the big thing the other night was, her attacking and finishing at the rim. That's something she's very good at. Coach called her crafty, and she really is crafty. We see it all the time throughout practice. And I was just happy to see them go out there and compete and go fight and finish out the game. Because if somebody's not getting the job done, I'm glad we got people that can step up and ready for that moment to take over.
Obviously being a point guard in Coach Schaefer's system, there's a lot that goes with that. I mean, what's that transition been like for you, and where do you feel like you're at now relative to maybe, the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I kind of switched to like point guard in the middle of the season, and it took some getting used to because it's a lot of responsibility that comes with the role. But I think now I'm more comfortable with it, and I'm just at ease with the position now. It's still tough, and I'm still learning, but I'm a lot more comfortable when I first started.
Anything else for players? All right, thanks, guys. I'll take questions for Coach. We'll start with him. We'll start with Robbie and then
Robbie, you got it.
Big, you've really made a point to say that Aaliyah needs to focus on defense, and I think you mentioned that she's gotten better on that, and now coming to shot selection is what you want to see from her. How have you kind of seen her really evolve her game since she's gotten here? Because I know that was one of the players you were really excited about even when she was a 3-star recruit.
Yeah, I think she went to a 5-star by the time she finished up her senior year. And she's, she never met a shot she didn't like. And sometimes we have to teach her shot selection and when, she can get a lot of her shots anytime she wants it. It's getting it when we want it and where we want it from. But, she's like any other kid that's, she's full of confidence. She thinks she can beat anybody one-on-one. The other piece is, can you defend anybody one-on-one? And that's been the struggle for her, as it is with every freshman for the most part, is teaching them the defense, the team defense, the rotating and being a good helper at the same time, on-ball defense and not reaching, which she's had been prone to do. But, Aaliyah is just I love the kid. I just love her competitive spirit. I love how she, she doesn't have a bad day now. If she has a bad moment, it's after a game and she didn't get to play as much as she wanted to. And you got to love a person like that. You got to want a competitor. I do think, you have to temper that a little bit because it is a team game. And I think that's what's been hard for some of our players this year, especially our first-year players, is that you're on a team now. You are not the team. You may have been the team in high school, but you're not the team now. And this is a team game, and so we're winning. We're winning as a team. We have Jordan, who's a veteran player, who's obviously somebody we lean on in certain situations. We have some other players that have been to the wars. But, that's been the hardest part for a lot of our kids, and Aaliyah's been one of those. And just teaching her to understand both ends of the floor are important. And you've got other players on your team that are out there on the court with you. It's not just you having to go get a bucket like maybe in high school.
Vic, I know you guys are turning around and playing Auburn, but at least to have a couple of days in between, Ole Miss and Auburn, and then I think you get a couple of days before Georgia as well. I mean, how important is that to get a few days stretch where you can actually go in and get practice time, especially kind of in the heart of SEC play when you are playing as many games as you are a week like last week where you got 3 in a week?
Yeah, last week's very difficult in that we had to go both on the roads Monday and Thursday. And that's and go as far as we did. That's always a challenge. And, for this team especially, and I think it was very evident Thursday, we weren't over Monday and had a big hangover. And so I was proud of how we played Sunday. We're back on the Sunday-Thursday train for a week. But then next week it goes back to another 3 games in 6 days. So, it's part of conference, and it's part of the availability of being able to be on national TV. So, for us, hey, that's just what we do. And to get back today and tomorrow, though, and get back to some practice, and like we did last Friday and Saturday when we got back from Vanderbilt, I just felt like we needed to practice. And so we did that. I thought we got better. I'm anxious to get with them today and work out. Today's our long day. We lift, we'll watch film, and we'll practice. So today's usually a maximum day concerning hours, and so maybe not, obviously not going to be on the court as much, but we've got a lot to talk about and a lot to get through in our locker room before we hit the floor today.
Logan?
Leah's averaging 7 points and 9.1 minutes a game. Just that's really efficient. Just how good is it to have that confidence, as a freshman coming in off the bench, that you can put her in the game and she's ready to go automatically on that end of the floor?
Yeah, I want her to be able to come in and go on both ends of the floor. But yeah, she's you look at her shots per minutes played, it's pretty phenomenal. And yet I think she's played the 9th or 10th most, and yet she's our fifth leading scorer. So you're right, she's pretty efficient. She was 3 for 7 the other night from 3, which I'll take every night. So we've just got to get her solid both ends. That's the thing as a freshman, and again, just her understanding and letting me coach her a little bit, and she's been pretty good about that lately. Again, I just love the kid. He's a great kid, and her bad moment is if she didn't get to play as much as she wanted to, which she just loves the game and wants to play.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
All right. Praise the Lord and go Dogs.